Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Last time, we took way too long in a boss fight. This time, we're going to work toward the next boss fight, which is going to take way longer than that. And I will explain in due time. First things first, let's set up a new party. As you can tell, I've backtracked a little bit back to the point where we can disembark our ESs. Shion, you do not need to be in any of the fights upcoming, so let's put Jin in your place. And we do want to work on points and levels for both KOS-MOS and Momo. You will notice my levels have skyrocketed since last time. Well, last time we saw these characters anyway. That was because of all the level grinding I did with Shion earlier. Now, the downside to all of this level grinding is nobody else got skill points. So I want to keep pretty much everybody who really needs skill points, aka Jin, since he didn't get any boost from episode 1, and the two characters along with Shion that I'll be using for the upcoming boss fight, which are KOS-MOS and Momo. I have my reasons for that and I'll go into those a little bit later. First things first, you can see he has absolutely no skill points. Now, you may have wondered why I went back and redid a boss fight at the very beginning of the game for extra skill upgrade ease. For Jin, because he needs them. All of them. And yeah, I just gave him a whack ton of points, which he really needs just to get caught up to everybody else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to catch him up to everybody else and give him the more important skills. Now, Psycho Pocket he doesn't need. Focus he does, and Break Bonus could not hurt. So let's go to epic number 2 here, Class B, Sword Ethers. That's also very important. Now he's an actually useful character. The other thing is we want to start working on this, and what's the most important? Probably Medical All, even though your Ether stat's not great. And that's the main part that I would like to get out of the way now. I will learn a bunch more skills from my other characters, but I don't really need to focus on that now. The main point is getting kind of Jin up to speed and get him in as many battles as I can so that he actually gains some points so that he can kind of catch up to everybody else. Don't worry about one character or a few characters being behind in skill points. Once we get to a certain point, it'll be really easy to balance that all out and make sure that everyone has the same skills, which is actually not as kind of broken as it sounds. Pretty much there are only certain good skills, so you would rather have those skills for pretty much everybody. It's not like, oh, this skill is way better for a mage. There are a couple like that, but it's like one or two. You know, one's better for a mage, one's better for somebody else. So there really isn't a whole lot of point in wasting a lot of time on that. So you want to hug the bottom side, and eventually we will get to one of those. There's a trap there, by the way. You just keep spamming the square button as you're walking. Now, Jin's the only one who does not have a swimsuit, so I'm going to have to, well, he's not going to get nearly as many points. If you take a look at the bottom right there, all of these guys have different break zones because they're all different except for the two outside ones. They're both P2s. But luckily for us, the weakness of all of them is 200% to aura and 150 to fire. Oh, by the way, the C1, he's only got 150 to aura, so a slight difference. And they also have 200% weakness to slash. So, I will just go and show the break zones for each of them as we get to it. But first things first, stock. Everyone's going to want to stock, and we're going to want to get ourselves powered up enough to take them out. And I love evasion. And what the hell did you put on me? Is that blind? Is that blind? That is blind. Well, that sucks. Well, Momo can take care of that in a moment here. And we'll stock you, and you are going to get rid of that, because no thank you, that's annoying. Alright, nothing particularly interesting as far as drops from any of these guys. It's just going to take a little while to kill them, because there's a lot of them. As you can see by their HP totals, yeah, they got a lot of life. They got as much life as I do, and sometimes more. Yeah. Again, I've said it before, but if you hang around on this screen selecting things long enough, they tend to boost if they have a boost available to them. Alright, what can I attack with B? The P2s? Sure, their break zone is BB, but I'm not going to be able to break you. So they're weak to Aura, so let's start throwing Aura Sword around before we start trying to break anybody. Might as well cast on yourself, I guess. Now, the other reason for having Jin in the party, is that all of his attacks, save for one, is a slash-based attack, which is going to help him deal loads of damage to these guys. But first, let's start throwing all of our abilities in place here. And luckily you have Aura Sword now as well. You could go with Fire if you're just running into the C variants, but it's easier to just always go Aura and then you don't have to think about it. Alright, so we're going to go for you, and I'm going to hit you twice to break you. And you're almost dead already. Let's try and break somebody else and boost you in. Oh yeah, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to do the same break zone to somebody else. So we're just going to hit you once to get the killing blow here. And get some skill points because Jin especially needs them. And hopefully, good thing that missed. You're all Bs. I should be able to take you down by just unloading on you. Yeah, the Aura Chain, very nice. Alright, C guys. These guys are CB. No, they're not C, are they? Where's my list here? They are indeed CB. There we go. Just dealing a little bit of damage just so it's easier to take them down a little bit later. And you are BC. And now you'll be in the down position, and Momo finishes you off. More skill points for me. Probably a good idea to stop there. Would you look at that? They can cast Medica. Not that I care, but... basically, this is a great party for this area. Picking a different party probably wouldn't be as beneficial to you. As soon as you get any enemy into down or slash, down or air, most of your attacks are going to be slash-based, except for on Momo. But we got a whole bunch of stuff from that, so that's pretty nice. Anyway, that's 3 of the enemies around here. Is there an item back here? There is not an item back here. There is a dude up here. So you want to go up this one and kind of plan your attack here. Hopefully you can find a point where his back is turned. Not that that has a huge impact in this game, but just getting ready for something down the line. Okay, I don't believe there's any items up here. There's only 2 enemies in that fight, so that one didn't take all that long. You probably don't have to boost all the way up. I'd stock up to 2 stocks on each character. And eventually, Jin will take care of that, and you get some class upgrades, which, again, will probably be used on him at some point, but could be used on somebody else. I like to keep a lot of them for later, and as you can see, decoder number 2. That is a good thing. That one is back on the Elsa, so I'm actually going to backtrack right now, and I'm going to go get that, and then I will meet you right back at this point after showing you what we get for unlocking this next door. And we're back on the Elsa. That's not really a super long backtrack, but it's long enough. So anyway, if I remember correctly, I haven't actually checked this, but I believe it's in here. Or at least I know there is something in here that I was looking at last time, or a few times ago, or whenever it was. Number 2. This one is kind of valuable. I didn't realize how valuable the first time I played. Secret Key 22. Now, we got a couple new skills in the last little while, so let's just take a quick look. Which ones did I get? I could go check the secret keys, but this was the one we just got, Combo Boost. basically allows you to boost even if your icon is in front of you on the event slot. When I first was doing my test run for this game, I looked at this, I was like, that really can't be all that good. Why is every single guide recommending it in every situation? Because it's awesome. You don't realize how abusive this is, but it's basically mandatory if you want to go forward to some of the post-game content. You literally aren't winning without it. Anyway, I may have gotten guard? What did I get? It was secret key 14 we got in the treasure chest there. No, I am in the wrong spot. There's 22, there's 14. Rapid refresh. Rapid refresh is not very good. I believe that's in 3. Oh, where are you? There it is. Rapid refresh. Regenerates double during your reserve time. So if you remember, any of my reserve characters are going to gain EP and HP back anytime I'm in a battle. This doubles it, and it's a mastered skill, so it's not like you have to put it on there. However, when you're already gaining back 25% as is, and you're always so close to save points, it's really, really unnecessary, and by the time you can afford it, because there are so many other things that are much more useful, it's almost completely pointless. So I don't recommend that at all. Of course, I'll probably get it over time, but anyway, that's pretty much all we can do back here on the Elsa, so now I'm going to run all the way back into the area and probably have to fight a bunch of enemies again off screen. Okay, I backtrack all the way back in here. Now we can head this way. There is another trap at the end of here that you probably want to hit. There we go. Again, make sure you're healing after pretty much every fight, because the enemies do a reasonable amount of damage, especially to characters like Momo who just don't have enough HP. That's a quick way of getting back if you're interested in that. That just leads back down. And if we go up, this I almost call this thing an elevator. No, I want to go all the way up the set of stairs, you know, those things that you walk up or climb up or whatever. And there's a free healing point if you need it. And of course, we always do. Now, I'm going to turn on fast forward because this is a long walk over a very straight line. I still don't know how this is being held up here, though. Oh, right, this area. This area is not a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to do and a lot of battles I'm going to have to edit out. So, there's also a new enemy around here, so eventually I'll find him. Make sure you're using your boosts, because without them, you're probably going to have a hard time landing on the right spots. And you gain boost back pretty quick, so not really something to worry about. Alrighty. Now, you may think that I'm using Jin solely because he can get points and all that kind of stuff, and because he's strong against what the enemies are weak to, or he can use the type of abilities that they're weak to. Well, I could have used Chaos as well, since pretty much everyone seems to be weak to Aura, but there are these flying guys, which neither Chaos or Ziggy can possibly hit, because none of their attacks can hit the A range or state or whatever you want to call it. So, these guys are the final, well, not the final, but the final enemy that has the same PSS system or whatever it is. Anyway, these guys are 250% weak to beam, and 200% weak to thunder, so bringing She on here, actually a good idea, but she's got way too many points, so I don't need to do that. Takes reduced damage from Aura, Fire, Ice, and Pierce. Takes normal damage from Slash and Hit. Can't break these guys, and they can only hit them with A-Zone, so pretty much all of these guys can hit the A-Zone, so I'm just going to stalk, and then I'm going to cast Thunder Sword on everybody and finish the battle relatively quickly. Unfortunately, that soldier's in here too, so that's going to make things a little more annoying than they should be, but oh well. We'll make do. But yeah, you do want to stock everybody up so you can get good amounts of bonus elemental chains going once we throw Thunder Sword on. Because Jin can do a lot of damage to these guys even without having to worry about that too much, having to put an elemental sword on because his slash does so much damage against them, I'm just going to use him without bothering to buff him up. just going to use all of his stock in order to do it. So I want to do Thunder Sword on you.
Mystic powers, grant
The
me
reason why I
miracles.
chose to go on KO-S-MOS first is because she's slow and Momo's fast, so she'll probably get another turn along before. Oh, well, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm going to boost you in. BB. Hopefully this doesn't kill you. And it does. Okay, that's unfortunate, but oh well. Thunder Sword on
Mystic
you.
powers, grant me a miracle.
I was kind of hoping to get the bonus slot on that one, but that's fine. See, I have the turn cancel slot now, and if you take a look at the event slot, if I target this one, that one will be selected, and if I do damage to it, he'll miss out on his next turn. So I'm gonna hit him a few times.
Yeah. Charging. Yeah. Charging.
Momo does a lot more damage to these guys because I think they're weak to ether, if I'm not mistaken. No, they are not weak to ether. She just seems to do more damage. Okay, yeah, I think we'll stock on that round there. See, if I had what I wanted to have at this point, which is combo boost, then I would be able to boost Momo right now and get her to eliminate him on the right turn. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, so we're going to boost you and hope that I deal enough damage. I am not going to deal anywhere near enough damage.
Yeah.
Oh well. I may have to forego killing them on the slot because I don't think I'm going to be able to get to... Oh, really? Oh no, I do have Thunder on. But yeah, she does a lot of damage here. And of course, you died. And I don't think I'm going to kill you. No, I'm not. But now you're easy enough for everybody else to kill too. Let's see. We're going to stock here. You will one-shot him, so you're not going to attack. But I am going to boost you. Stock you. You should have enough damage to take him down. At least I'll get some points out of it. Times 4.
Enemy analysis complete. They are insignificant.
Yes, they are, KOS-MOS. And we get some points and a biosphere. Whoop-de-doo. Most of the enemies, like as far as drops go, I haven't labeled anything as interesting, and if I haven't labeled anything as interesting, there's nothing worthwhile noting, at least, you know, in the way I play. As you can see, there's one more of those guys. We'll take care of that real quick here, and I will see you in a moment. Alright, there we go. And down through this door, we get a little puzzle of sorts. Now, here, you'll notice there's some blocks. There's also this elevator. Well, basically, it's weight related, or weight controlled, or whatever you want to call it. And certain blocks you want to hit onto it. The green ones. Certain ones you don't want on there, you want destroyed. The blue ones. So, as you can see, like so, like so. It's not really all that difficult, but there's no real hint on this is how you're supposed to do it. But that's the right way to do it. So, anyway, we'll get on the ladder, hit the fast forward button, and it will lead us all the way down to the bottom. See, we needed to get all the way down to the 8th floor, so we needed 8 blocks on here, and 1 as the bottom one, so that we can get over here now. Now, this puzzle is a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to throw on fast forward for the entirety of this puzzle because it just takes too long otherwise. So we want to hit you over there, you there, and you there. Now, if I remember correctly, I want to hit you there, and straight, and over, and straight, and there, and there, and there. Basically, you're trying to build yourself a bridge, and the only way to do it, because these things will slide until they hit something because of the floor, you have to make sure that you're hitting them from the right side at the right point in time. Now, kind of a pain in the ass, because the next puzzle, as you can see the blocks in the background there, those ones only move one at a time, because obviously they're not on shiny floor. And those ones only lead over to that. But we do want to make sure we get that. So you want to go down, down, and you want to go over, and you want to go down. And I screwed it up, so I got to restart because I targeted the wrong one. You do not want to blow any of them up, so I will be right back and do all that and set it back up again. That sucks. Alright, we're back, and this time we're not targeting the one beside us, we're targeting the one in front of us. Thank you very much. Alright, so shoot this one down. Shoot it over this way. I'm going to go a little bit slower because the game seems to want to target the one to my side instead of the one in front of me. And as you can see, it's somewhat straightforward at this point. No. I don't know why, but it seems to like to do that all of a sudden, because I didn't struggle with this in my test run at all. Alright, so let's shoot you over here. And yeah, I'm leaving fast forward on just because otherwise I'd throw fast forwarding, you know, I'd speed up the footage in post, but this makes it take less time for me as well as for you, so that's an upside. Now that it's complete, I don't think it ever goes back, so you shouldn't ever have to do that again. You might when you come back and get that, but I don't think you do. Anyway, save point. As good a time as any because, yeah, I don't have time to deal with this room. This room sucks. It's very confusing, or at least it looks very confusing. Anyway, we will deal with that at the start of the next episode. So, that's all for this one. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting. I could learn some new stuff. Might as well catch him up. That's what I've been doing. I've just been catching him up on stuff that everybody else already has. And he's coming pretty close to it. I already got him with all of his level 1 stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.